DJI has marked down the price of the FPV Goggles V2 to $429. This is a permanent price drop. There are links to stores down in the video description below. They are affiliate links, and I sure would appreciate if you use those links if you're going to go ahead and take advantage of this deal. And while you're making that purchase, leave this window in the background because I'm going to speculate a little bit about what this might mean. Presumably, it means that this product is being phased out, right? Why else would you make a permanent, and I am being told that this is a permanent price drop by stores who have connections with DJI, who gives them the products. Presumably, this product is being phased out, and I don't think we should freak out too much about what that might or might not mean for the future of the system, because we know that the new DJI FPV Goggles 2, I think they're calling it, the new goggles that are supposed to be coming out real soon now, we've heard rumors that they are backwards compatible with the Vista, the Air Unit, and so forth. So what this could mean is that DJI is phasing out the Goggles V2, but the FPV system that we all know and love is going to stick around. You're just going to be buying new goggles to get it. And DJI's motivation for doing that might just be that they don't want to keep two products that are sort of overlapping with each other around. Although we also have to acknowledge that they are aware that the Goggles V2 have been rooted and people are writing custom code to run on those goggles. When that happened, DJI released a firmware update, the 0015 firmware update, that locked out the root exploit and made it impossible to root them. It also made it impossible to go back to earlier firmware to re-enable the root. So that could all be just one great big coincidence, but it could also all be interpreted to mean that DJI is aware that the root is out there and wants to take steps to prevent it. So that could be another motivation for them phasing out the Goggles V2. The big question that is on everybody's mind, including me, because despite the fact that I sometimes get accused of shilling for Fat Shark or Walk Snail, because apparently I just love Rotor Riot that much, despite the fact that I sometimes get accused of that, the DJI FPV System V2 is my favorite FPV system. In every quad I have built for my own purposes in the last 2 years or so, it's got a Caddx Vista in it. And that's just what I like to fly. So I am concerned about the end of that system. We know that Caddx has been cut off, and we know that RunCam has said that they will continue to supply those from DJI to the FPV market. I am hearing mixed signals. Some of the people that I talk to say DJI has said that they will continue to supply these things. They care about the FPV market. They're not going to cut us off. Other people that I talk to say that they are hearing different signals and that the system is, the future of the system is uncertain. And I don't know which of those things is true. It's impossible to know which of those things is true. And I think it is the nature of dealing with a very, very big company like DJI that depending on who you're talking to, the person you're talking to may be telling you the absolute truth as they know it, and yet there may be just different things going on. The left hand doesn't know what the right hand is doing. Personally, I don't think that the future of the system is guaranteed, despite the fact that some people from DJI are saying, don't worry, it's not going anywhere. But we'll have to see. In the meantime, if you've been waiting to get the DJI FPV Goggles V2, they are on sale, and then once they're gone, they are presumably gone, because why else would somebody mark them down just as a new product that replaces it is coming out. That's going to do it for this little missive. Happy flying.